Handle with the handle with the
When I am hurt, you pull me close to you. You brought me here, a place where I could find myself in you. I won't back down, freedom is what I choose. No more fear, 'cause I have found my happiness in you.
And we are back live from the Schaefer Center on the campus of Southwestern Assemblies of God University in Waxahachie, Texas. South Dallas, the part of the DFW Metroplex. And your Lions are playing host today to the Oklahoma City University Stars. This is the second time meeting in conference play this season, and the Stars actually got the better end of the deal by 10 points. They beat the Lions just a few weeks ago up in Oklahoma City. And feeling strong coming in. They're a half game ahead in the standings, and you see it there. Oklahoma City securely in the fourth spot, that all-important fourth spot. So that is what is on the line today. If SAGU walks away with the win, they will now be a half game up on Oklahoma City University with 4 games left to play in the conference season. So you want to get that fourth spot or better, and that allows you to host one of the bottom 4 teams. So if you're in fourth place, you'll host the 5th place team, which, let's say SAGU ends with a win today, then they all win out. SAGU would have that 4th spot securely locked up. They would play host to Oklahoma City in the first round of the tournament, which is incredibly important because we did some earlier math, and 80% of the time, we're using a kind of a round number there, but 80% of the time the home team wins in the Sooner Athletic Conference in postseason play. So incredibly important game going on here in the Schaefer Center tonight. Both of these teams know full well what it means to walk away with a win. And if you didn't see in the first part of this doubleheader, the Lady Lions get a win, their 4th win in conference over the Stars with a great upset, and the crowd is hyped just coming off of that win. This is senior day for the Lions. Not the last home game, but it is senior day. They honored the seniors in a ceremony earlier, and that was a lot of fun. So now they're going to get the pregame festivities going. There's some other games around the Sooner Athletic Conference that you see on your screen right there that are already underway, and we'll keep you apprised to all of the going-ons of the Sooner Athletic Conference. Right now, I'm going to throw it down to courtside for the opening prayer, the national anthem, and the starting lineups. You're watching the SAGU Sports Network.
Players on this court today, and allow them to play to the best of their ability, and safe travels for everyone in attendance to this game. In Jesus' name I pray and pray. Amen.
Oh, say can you see by the dawn's early light what so proudly we hailed at the twilight's last gleaming
And there you have it, the starting lineups. It's senior day in the Schaefer Center. The Lions and Coach Deal, very adamant and dedicated to all of his players, and especially the seniors. So Zy Todman is getting the start. He is a great practice player and has been a key and integral part of this Lions culture for many years. He's being rewarded today on senior day with a start. Probably his first start of his career, collegiate career. There you have it. OCU wins the tip, gets first possession. OCU with the first basket of the game. McWilliams gets the easy put in from the paint. Both of these teams have developed their offensive strategy to be very methodical and dedicated to paint play. And you can see why. Two great big men. Early foul from Noah Bowling. A little bit of a collision there between Bowling and Claiborne. That foul will go against Noah Bowling. There's 3 Bowlings on this team, so I'll have to keep you apprised of first names in those situations. Kinghorn gets lost on his defensive assignment, and Guest, who was the leading scorer in the last matchup up in Oklahoma City between these two teams, had 26 points. He missed his first shot. That was a great dish and conversion by Tyler Kinghorn. Quick turnover, very nice Euro step. Unnecessary, but great style points from Noah Bowling. And McWilliams gets the easy turnaround dunk in the paint. The bigs are going to be a source of focus in the way we see this game go down. But right there, Brooks Haddock, if he can get hot, he's a bit of a streaky shooter, but if he can get hot, he can really pour it on. Nice, relaxed three-point shot by Jackson for the Stars. Just trading buckets at this point. Oh, great defense by Jackson there. Kinghorn comes from the back, and it was a late call, but I think maybe the right call. Yeah, it did. It hit the glass first. Kinghorn blocks it, and that is a goaltending call. The ball cannot hit the glass before you hit it. Haddock just hit his last three-point attempt. He will shoot. Give him any room. Jackson with back-to-back three-point tries and conversions. Quick three-point lead for OCU. Oh, not a great pass by Filbert Weeks up top. McWilliams goes over everyone. Excuse me, but Mr. Jackson has come to play. Three-point attempts in a row, and all are good. A quick 9 points from Mr. Jackson. I guess he had a free throw attempt that he hit. They have him down for 10 points, but he's hit 3 3-points. I don't remember the free throw. Kinghorn is going to do the inbound duties, and he will get it now to Alaric Hall, who just comes in. Alaric Hall normally has the starting role as point guard, but being senior day, did not get the start today because he's got some time left in a SAGU jersey. Noah Bowling. Haddock, a little short. Here comes the other Jackson. Claiborne doing a little work on Alaric Hall. Good hustle play here by Brooks Haddock. And tried to bounce it off Guest, who was standing over top of him. Whatever he did worked. I couldn't see what the final call was. SAGU ball, Alaric Hall. Haddock, he's going to get called for the over the back. I don't know if I agree with this because this is kind of 50-50. They were both in the air. No one had just solid position on the floor. So Haddock gets the cheap foul. Guest. Oh, great pass by Guest to the wide open McWilliams. Seven-point game, Stars in the lead. And Cortland Blake, showing why he's the leading scorer of this team, comes in averaging almost 16 points a game. That's off the mark from Guest. Cortland Blake squares up again. Back-to-back threes. Repaying some of the early Jackson hits. Guest misses again. Here's Alaric Hall. He's so fast. Beats everyone. No one can compare to Alaric Hall's speed. No one. Fastest man in basketball right there, number one. He gets fouled on his way to the basket, and now he gets two free ones. Hits the first. Avery Jackson is the leading scorer for the Stars. He has 10 points already in this game. Turnover by the Stars. Alaric Hall goes up, tries to get the little teardrop to fall. It doesn't. That's going to be a player control foul against the Stars. That's Claiborne arguing that Cortland Blake flopped. I might have to agree with Claiborne there. It wasn't much contact. looked worse than it was. That's in and out from Cortland Blake. Guess Jackson gets it to Avery Jackson. And Brooks Haddock gets an early second foul. It's going to send him to the bench. Trace Bowling will replace him. Trace Bowling had an outstanding last game here in the Schaefer Center. Hit 3 crucial three-point shots in the second half to get the victory. And Avery Jackson is so quick in that first step into his dribble. Now Noah Bowling gets his early second foul. He's going to be replaced by his younger brother, J.J. Bowling, number 5. McWilliams sets the pick. Doesn't get the roll, though. Great ball movement by the Stars. That one's off. Cortland Blake gets the rebound. SAGU trying to turn up the pace volume just a little bit, but they back it out. Break it down to a half-court game. Asking Weeks for the high side pick. No roll there. J.J. Bowling, flat shot. His first shot of the game, no good. Claiborne. You're not going to get that one around a Lyric Hall, not with that speed. Bowling gets set. That's a bad call by Mark Anthony. The referee says Trace Bowling traveled. That's called a step and a hop. He landed. He's allowed to do that. As long as you don't move your pivot foot, you can land. It's a good look there by Claiborne. Good shot. Just no good on the conversion. Blake quickly goes down hard. That gets blocked by Mr. Jones. Guest has been empty so far. And he was the big scorer in the last matchup. Fantastic conversion there by Parker Jones, number 24, in the dark jerseys. Oh, Kinghorn. That's just fundamental play right there. Get under the arm of the defender, make your move. But Avery Jackson proving why he's the team's leading scorer, coming in at 17 points per game. Cortland Blake showing why he's the leading scorer for the Lions. Avery Jackson misses his long-range attempt. SAGU up by 1, 21-20. In this very fast-paced game. And that's just being a veteran, filling the contact and doing whatever it takes to get the foul. So he's going to get 2 free shots from the charity stripe, and that's a brick. but he follows it up with a very good-looking second shot. Guest. Oh, that is very nice, Avery Johnson. Just a score, an outright score. He can do it all from everywhere. Great pass by Larry Call to Cortland Blake. That's off. Stars moving the ball very well, driving to the basket. They're going to say that's a block on Trace Bowling, which will send Parker Jones to the free throw line for 2.
Parker Jones going to the line for 2 shots.
Now, the second attempt off, but bounces hard to Guest. Jackson to Jones to Guest. Guest shoots a three-point shot. It's off. He goes over the backboard. It is out of bounds. So Jackson goes 1 for 2 from the free throw line. I'm sorry, Guest. Trace Bowling tries to get a quick three-pointer to go, but it's no good. These teams running a little more off the fast break, looking for shots than you would normally expect. But OCU feeling like they can run with the Lions. Kinghorn says Cortland Blake's not the only big man that can shoot threes. That's in and out. Kinghorn with the rebound. He can do it again. They leave him wide open. That one, not even close. I don't think he expected to be that wide open. Blocked by Kinghorn. Here comes the run and gun. Trace Bowling. And here's Cortland Blake doing what he is so good at doing. He's locking down the paint. That's going to be a quick foul on Alaric Hall. Very unnecessary foul. Possibly that was a warning because it was an out-of-bounds check. Maybe it's hard to tell what the referee was signaling. Oh, Avery Jackson is just so good. J.J. Bowling. And SAGU not agreeing with that call. I would have to agree with the sentiment. That was a bad call. But it happens. You know, there's some body, even though it was a clean get by J.J. Bowling, he was on top. That was classic over the back. You initiated contact. So I see why. Maybe not such a bad call after all. Yeah, they're going to get McWilliams.
Foul committed by number 15.
He got locked up with Kinghorn. Since Kinghorn had full possession of the ball, it was all McWilliams contact. He's got to just stay out of that kind of situation. But that's only his first foul. McWilliams, the very agile 7-footer. Let's see if they're saying that this was an illegal, wow. Yeah, and there's a Jumbotron with the video replay on it, and the whole crowd got to see the replay, and a collective uttering groan. Are you kidding me? Jackson misses. And two referees have disputing calls. The top referee, the lower referee deferred to the top referee. One said it was a Stars foul, and the other referee said it was an offensive foul. So in the books, it will go against SAGU with Kinghorn pushing off right there, and that was the right call. The extended arm. Guest comes up short. Here comes Dallas Smith, new to the game. He's going to restart the half-court offense set. Phil Weeks is trapped a little bit. That's way off by Brooks Haddock. Haddock's got to be careful. He's got 2 fouls. And that's going to be a block on Trace Bowling. We'll get a good look at it here. It was close. I don't know if he was fully stopped. No, he's kind of moving. Home crowd disagreeing with some of the refereeing calls, but I will say overall, when you get to look at it on replay, there was a couple just obvious not good, but for the most part, in a lot of these very fast-paced, bang-bang type of calls they've had to make, I say for the most part, they've been right so far. And Dallas Smith comes away with the loose ball, pushing it hard. He's going to go. Not sure what the call is here. Oh, yeah, they're going to say McWilliams. That's a 2-point conversion as a goaltend. McWilliams was well inside the cylinder. Oh, that's going to be a travel. Yeah. Swoboda. Smith gets it down to Weeks. Weeks got to make a move. McWilliams reached in, tried, and he whiffed. And Phil Weeks made him pay. Great hook shot. Dallas Smith with a steal. Great defense. Cortland Blake measures, gets it to Larry Hall down to Weeks, says go to work. Very nice, Phil Weeks. I love it when the big man's more excited about his assists than his points. What a great player Phil Weeks is. Means so much to this team, understands his roles, plays them with joy. He's a pleasure to watch. Great conversion also by Cortland Blake. Off the ball movement for the big men of the Lions has just been stellar. Cortland Blake, Phil Weeks, and Tyler Kinghorn. They do so much work without, most people don't see it because it's your eyes tend to follow wherever the ball is, and sometimes it's hard to just kind of globally look at the 10 players on the court collectively and see what everyone's doing, because you tend to just want to focus in, okay, where's the ball? It's moving so fast. But if you can just kind of watch the whole play and watch the bigs for SAGU, they do so much off the ball work, and it gets them in great positions to do great things. Oh, that's just great technique by Corey Guest to poke that ball away. Behind the back pass to LeBlanc. Dallas Smith. Larry Hall on the wing now. Hall can beat his man. I like the look of that. If he can draw two people in on him, Smith goes hard. I think they're going to say Dallas Smith was fouled. Watch this. He goes up. They're going to say it was on the ground. Okay. So no two shots. Smith gets it to Blake. Yeah. And LeBlanc. Too much contact on Cortland Blake, and Cortland Blake says, yeah, I'm going to be shooting one-on-one here. But they say that's only 6 fouls. Thought that was the 7th on OCU. Just the quick reaction of Phil Weeks right there at the 15-foot mark. He knows his ability. He feels comfortable there. Didn't even think about it. And the bigs attack the rim. That's the epitome, watch this, of being a rim protector. Phil Weeks comes out. He loses position, makes it up. Now that's a foul, and McWilliams gets the shoot to. But both Cortland Blake and Phil Weeks made him think about it and pay for it. Very legitimate foul, but hard foul. Yeah. You can't let the big guy just come in and dunk on you just because he's bigger than you. So they're setting tone. That's a great foul. Dallas Smith misses. Phil Weeks with the one-hand rebound. They're going to say that was over the back by McWilliams. And it was. It was not a bad foul, and I think they could have let that go. But McWilliams has a case there. Let me play. Weeks, great free throw technique. for a big man. Phil Weeks has come to play like he does every night. Never seen this man take a night off or relax. He understands and likes to win. Larry Call and Cortland Blake doubling down. Oh, that's shooter's touch. By Parker Jones. And Jones has been a significant contributor to the Stars' game plan. Weeks again. Great rebound, but a strip by Claiborne. They're going to reset the shot clock and get it back. Weeks gets the throw in. Larry Call trying to set up his guy. Oh, that's after the shot, too. It's going to be interesting to see how they call this. Yeah, that was in the follow-through. So part of the shot, and he will get 2 free throws from that foul. Hall short. And gets the second, misses the first. Gives SAGU a 3-point lead. Claiborne bringing the ball up for the Stars. Gets it to Avery Jackson, who's had the hot hand for the Stars in this first half. Parker Jones makes a move. Oh, he gets called for traveling. I think I disagree with this. I don't know if we'll see it on the replay, but let's see. Does he move his pivot foot? Oh, boy. So close. I don't know. I think I let that one go. Weeks up top. They're trying to get it to Weeks. Smith says, but I'm open. He gave me 4 inches of room. I'm open, coach. And he hits it. Dallas Smith, one of the bright young stars of this Lions team. Oh, in and out from Corey Guest. Guest struggling on the offensive side of things, but contributing heavily in defense. Blake gets it to Dallas Smith, and he hits 2 in a row. That's 6 quick points from Dallas Smith. And that puts SAGU up by 9. Scores 44-35 for those of you not watching and just listening. SAGU has 10 team fouls. Oklahoma City has 18 fouls. So anytime SAGU fouls, that will put the Stars on the line for 2 guaranteed free throw shots. If the Stars foul the Lions, it's still 1-1. Got to hit 10 before you're in the double bonus. There you see some around the conference action. The Sooner Athletic Conference coming down the home stretch. MacU, Texas Wesleyan, and a nail biter. Wayland Baptist on the road at Southwestern Christian. It's interesting because the left scoreboard is off. It's not lined up correctly. And Wayland is playing at not at Langston. This is going to be a technical. Missed by J.J. Bowling. I honestly think you put Phil Weeks on the free throw line. He's such a great free throw shooter. If he makes it, it's just mentally disturbing to the opponents. Oh, that's a foul on Phil Weeks. Parker Jones has been doing great work. A lot of his work's not on the score or the stat sheet, but a lot of it is. So he's got 6 points and a rebound, but his ability to play defense and keep the ball alive for second chance opportunities is above average. 2 quick free throws by the big man, Parker Jones. Oh, great dish by J.J. Bowling to Kinghorn, and Kinghorn pays that off with the make, giving the assist to J.J. Bowling. Still a 9-point ball game, under 10 seconds. 5 seconds. That's short. Oh, Avery Jackson. The effort, the second chance effort there, amazing. It did not go. But he is definitely one of the better players that we've seen come through the Schaefer Center on the men's side this year. He's a threat every time he gets the basketball in his hands. He is a threat to score. So keep your eye on Avery Jackson. Number 2, he is their leading scorer, but he's showing you why, especially in that first half. He had 17 points. Wow, that's his normal output for a game. He had it in the first half. So he's going to have a big-time game. Maybe a personal best on the line. There you saw that last play. What an effort. Breaking down the statistics, see that the Stars are shooting a very healthy 43%. I mean, that 43% is well above average of every team in the nation. So 35 is kind of where you would like to sit, 33 to 35, which is where SAGU is. SAGU, 67% from the free throw line. I think you want to see that a little higher. But 38%, as long as you're beating the other free throws, I guess it's not a big negative. Only 38%. Is that right? I feel like they made more than they missed, but I wasn't keeping up with it on my personal stat sheet. And SAGU out rebounding the Stars by 7, which for the year, per game average, SAGU is out-rebounding its opponents by 5. So a little bit better than average. Uncharacteristically, the Stars have committed 9 turnovers, and uncharacteristically, SAGU has only committed 5, which they're usually closer to 10. So that's a big positive. All right, we're going to throw it down to the court right now. Jazz Williams is with assistant coach Sutherland. Jazz, what does coach have to say?
Thanks, John. Coach, what has been different about today's game than the last time you met up with the Stars at OCU?
I mean, obviously, when we get to play at home, there's a vibe that's here that we get to play with a little set of confidence. We didn't shoot the ball very well at their place. We're shooting a little better, but they're a tough team. Great, tough matchup for us, so we just got to continue to play.
Cortland Blake has 12 points already in the first half. How has his contributions and energy ignited the Lions' play today?
I mean, for us, Cortland usually, he's not a bench player for us. So, him coming off the bench because of being senior night, but he's coming in there, stretch the floor for us, being able to shoot the ball. He's just aggressive. So hopefully he'll do that in the second half too.
With it being senior night, what has it been like coaching those 4 young athletes this past year?
Man, all of them are just great guys. Not just great ball players, but man, great guys off the floor too. So love them. Sad to see him go, but he's definitely just excited and happy for the legacy that they've kind of left here.
Thanks, Coach. Back to you, John.
Thanks, Jazz. And Coach Sutherland. Yeah, Cortland Blake, it obviously centers around the bigs and how they play. Cortland Blake is kind of the top of that layer because his dynamic range of scoring is not only inside the paint but also outside the paint when it goes well for him. He's got 2 3-point conversions. Well, I think he's 2 for 2. So when that happens, that begins to open up a vast amount of opportunity down in the paint, not only for himself, but for Phil Weeks and for Tyler Kinghorn. And that's how it ignites that contribution, ignites the rest of the players on the team, especially his partners in crime down in the paint. So it's when it works well for Cortland Blake, it usually those dominoes fall for Phil Weeks and Tyler Kinghorn. And when they get it going, then it begins to suck down the defense where the perimeter becomes open, and now your shooters can shine like Brooks Haddock and Noah Bowling. But that's just the offensive side. One of the greatest things about this team is its ability to just night in and night out play solid defense. And that's led by the efforts of Alaric Hall and Noah Bowling, their ability to keep the backcourts honest on these really great teams in the Sooner Athletic Conference is at a high level. All right, we're going to throw it to a couple messages from our sponsors. We'll be back shortly with some second half analysis and gameplay. You won't want to miss it. Stay tuned. You're watching the SAGU Sports Network.
Raising Cane's makes perfect chicken finger meals by marinating every chicken finger for 24 hours. That's a long time. I don't even know what I was doing 24 hours ago. But those mouth-watering chicken fingers were marinating the entire taste-tempting time. Impressive, since 24 hours is longer than most celebrity marriages. On that note, our chicken fingers, cane sauce, crinkle-cut fries, coleslaw, and Texas toast are the perfect marriage of fresh and tasty. Raising Cane's, one love.
Here is the perfect chicken finger. 4 of them, actually. They're hand battered. They're cooked to order. And made with love. Raising Cane's chicken fingers will make you say, "Oh yeah." Raising Cane's chicken fingers, one love.
I would tell students to expect to make their lifelong friends. It's not hard to find your community because SAGU is home. You can find people that either have the same passion as you or it can be completely different, but at the same time, you're able to network, but they're also going to help you along the way too.
There's such a community there, and throughout my 3 years at SAGU, I've built so many connections, so many opportunities. And not only the students care about you, they pray for you, and they guide you to your God-given gift and your God-given talent.
Community starts here.
At Raising Cane's, we're huge football fans, but we're also fans of your local fundraisers and fun runs, small victories, and big ideas. And yes, even the neighborhood animal shelter. I was getting to that. Plus over 30,000 other partners in the communities we serve. When you order our hand-battered chicken fingers, craveable cane sauce, and jugs of freshly made tea and lemonade to cheer on your home team, you're also supporting your hometown. Raising Cane's Chicken Fingers. One love.
All right, we're back to live action here in the Schaefer Center. What a first half that was. Offensively, well above average for SAGU. They just averaged 80 points in total on every game. They're on pace right now to score 92. So 6 points above average, which is a lot. That is a lot. Oklahoma City actually on average. So when you measure this out and you try to say, okay, what does each team, how does OCU make the comeback? Well, they got to play better defense. But not just that. You had an outstanding half of basketball from Avery Jackson, who's got his season average already, but you need Mr. Corey Guest to show up on offense. He is a huge contributor to this Stars offense. He's 0 points tonight. I'm sure he will get it going because that's what scorers do, but probably one of the reasons why they just couldn't keep up with the 46 that SAGU put up. McWilliams gets fouled. And he's a tough one to handle. I think Phil Weeks did a great job keeping him out and as far away from the bucket as possible. That still almost went in. McWilliams. One rhythm dribble and then a shot. No good. It's very, very hard for big guys to shoot these free throws. Phil Weeks is an anomaly as well as he shoots from the free throw line. Weeks has to go to the bench because he got the early third foul. To the corner, cannot leave Avery Jackson wide open. Haddock steps out of bounds with a good rebound, actually. He just goes and gets it from Claiborne and steps out of bounds. Oh, Alec Hall. Great bounce pass. Oh, Avery Jackson with the defense pins it on the board. Gets it to Claiborne, Claiborne to Guest to Avery Jackson. Somehow that does not go in for Jackson. Jackson trying to tie the ball up, wanted the referee to call it, but no whistle. Cortland Blake, such a good long-range threat as a big man too. You just don't see that too much in the NAIA. Guest trying to get something to fall, still over. That's in and out from Noah Bowling. Bowling coming off his season high performance of 29 points in the last game that they played, which was against Texas Wesleyan. Larry Hall gets it stolen. That is rare. Guest with the long arms just picked it clean. And that's going to be Kinghorn with the foul. And here's Corey Guest's opportunity to get on the score sheet. He gets 2 free ones. Oh! When you have a bad day, you have a bad day. Wow. So unlikely for Mr. Guest. And he gets the second one. So he's got a point on the night, and I'm sure that's not going to be his last one. He is used to scoring 16 points a game, just a point under Avery Jackson. Oh, great pass by Larry Hall. Larry Hall down underneath with all the bigs. Oh, that's a travel. I am not sure how they did not call that. You'll see this clearly. He was bobbling the ball as he's running with it. Stays with the Stars. Claiborne gets it down to McWilliams, which is a good game plan. It is going to be hard not to foul McWilliams when he goes up, because he's just bigger than everyone. And his footwork is outstanding for a 7-footer. And he converts from the free throw line. Very important free throws there from the big guy. Got it under double digits. Oh, that's just, that was a tough pass to handle from Kinghorn. But more about the defense there for the Stars. That was great positioning. Made it hard for Cortland Blake to see it, to even catch it. Got to be careful on those entry passes, especially when you're parallel and you're not in perpendicular position. Very tough. Wayland and Langston are playing. They are playing. We confirmed it. Wayland, I don't know. With the new additions and players from the fall to the spring part of the semester, Wayland may be top 5 team in the nation. They can go into Langston and get a win. That is going to be huge. Kinghorn, oh, looked like he lost it on his way up. Corey Guest gets that one to go. Haddock, he just needs to see another one go in, and that was it. He's the kind of guy that can hang 9 or 12 on you in a hurry. Here comes Noah Bowling. Trying to put his defender on skates, but Claiborne. Oh, bad pass. Yep. That foul is on Brandon Jackson, who has been fairly quiet offensively. He's the third leading scorer on this Star squad. And they're going to assess that to Claiborne. Oh, gets it. And that's a dunk. And that's what I was talking about earlier with Cortland Blake. He's a threat inside and outside. And when it goes well for him, it usually goes well for everyone else. Oh. Yeah, Avery Jackson immediately, he said, yep, I did it. I held him. That was just Alaric Hall being super sneaky, coming in the back door, just took the ball away from him. And your reaction is, oh, let me get the ball back. And Avery Jackson just ended up fouling him. Noah Bowling comes up short. And that's going to be a player control foul on Corey Guest. Guest has been a little underachieving on offense, but he has still been available to do a lot of great things for the Stars. He's got 6 rebounds. That's a lot. We got a watcher from Little Elm, Texas. Looks like they're a Lions fan. Welcome. And that brings up another idea. I'd like to know, where are you viewing from? Let us know. Type in the chat. Whether you're on Facebook, you can write it in the comments section. We see it live. Or in the chat for YouTube or on Twitch. Let us know where you are. And we're going to do a little giveaway in just a few minutes. So you're going to want to stay tuned, but it's going to require your participation. So get logged in so you can have your chat available to answer a question. Back to live action. The Larry Hall bringing it up for the Lions. And they're going to say Cortland Blake pushed off his defender. Let's see if we can see it. Oh, I don't know. Just 2 players going at it. I didn't see anything that would warrant the foul call. Great defense. Oh! A series of great defense from 3 players there. Started with Noah Bowling. Got tipped by Brooks Haddock and saved to Alaric Hall. McWilliams. So Kinghorn gets his 11th point. It'll change, it'll update here. There you go. 5 rebounds. 12 points, 5 rebounds. Mishandled, but it gets back to Claiborne. Guest. Oh, great pass down to Parker Jones. Jones misses the 2-footer. Oh, that is a great fake to the left, go right by Kinghorn. Now has 14. Avery Jackson. That's on the ground. And they're going to get a Larry Hall with the foul. I like that matchup. Noah Bowling has been guarding Avery Jackson, but you got point guard against point guard in Claiborne and Hall. That's off the back. Hall just makes you take bad shots. Oh, great dish. Hall has become such a great point guard. No travel there. Crowd wanted to travel, but that was no travel. Great body control by LeBlanc. Bowling got in a tight position underneath the basket. The only thing he could do is whatever he must do to keep the ball from going to the basket, and that was just hacking on the arms. Nothing easy. I'm not sure. Oh, that's wrong. You give the shooter the ball and then you take it back. That's just bad. It happens, but I don't think that will affect a player like Avery Jackson, but it could on a lot of other players. Not sure why he's getting an ISO free throw here. The only reason you do that is because there's either some kind of off-court technical, which I didn't see anything that would warrant that, or a flagrant foul. And you ISO the shot so that you're going to give possession back. So it wasn't a flagrant foul because they got to pick their shooter. So we'll try to find out who the technical foul was on. Jackson did hit that technical free throw, which was only a single free throw. And then Parker Jones hits one of two on his opportunity there from the previous play. Hall chases that one down. Kinghorn gets up and dunks on the loose ball effort. I think he was out of bounds. They're going to say it's on the floor, though. Let's see. Was Kinghorn, you couldn't see right there because of the angle being covered up, but I got the opposite angle. He was standing out of bounds. And that foul will put the Stars in a 1-on-1 situation because it's foul number 7. Phil Weeks coming back in after a long rest, what seems like a long rest. He's in foul trouble. Kinghorn takes a breather. Now McWilliams comes back in because you're going to have to put the 7-footer in when Phil Weeks comes in. Claiborne will be shooting the free throws. He's yet to score. Now he's on the score sheet. He's got 3 fouls and 1 rebound, but 6 assists. So he's doing his job as the point guard. Most point guards are not relied on to be heavy scorers, although he is the 4th leading scorer on this team. No team structures the way they play around having the point guard doing the scoring. Weeks gets the rebound between 3 Stars players. Nope. No, that's good. It looked extremely flat coming off his hands compared to the way he normally shoots. But he's just got a strong will to get the ball in the bucket. Oh, Guest. And that's what Guest does. He slashes to the basket. He works himself in from the side angles. And he just went around Cortland Blake that time. Trace Bowling with a good 360 move. It gets blocked. Retrieved by Avery Jackson. And he gets his first field goal for the second half. Trace Bowling. Brooks Haddock trying to save it. Oh, they're going to say Trace Bowling traveled. It did look awkward. I don't think he actually got that 3rd foot down, so. It's probably in their opinion that he picked up a pivot foot. Wayland trying to get a win over one of the top teams in the nation in Langston. MacU feeling really good at home, trying to get a win over Texas Wesleyan. Wesleyan on, they're either hot or cold. Wesleyan on a little bit of a losing skid. The game of the weekend is definitely right here, SAGU, Oklahoma City. The most on the line, but Texas Wesleyan's got a lot on the line too. So Wesleyan, if they lose here, they will potentially be out of the picture to try to get a 4th place finish. And as I've mentioned before, it's so important to get one of those top 4 spots so you can host the first round of the Sooner Athletic Conference postseason tournament. Weeks gets a hand up Oh, Dallas Williams. That looked like a good clean block. No, he got a lot of hand. He did get a lot of hand. So McWilliams has an opportunity to get this out of a double-digit lead range. Cuts it to 10. Scores 65-55 for those of you listening in and not watching. McWilliams gets his 11th point. Good shooting big man. Dallas Smith. That's a gutsy effort right there from a freshman. Claiborne trying to get on the board with a field goal. Noah Bowling from the corner. Wow. Oh, Phil Weeks with the good block on Avery Jackson. You can tell the Lions went into the locker room at halftime and said, we got to do something about Avery Jackson. He's got his allotment. We can't let him do that again. And, man, have they buckled down and taken away a lot of opportunities from Avery Jackson. Looked good from Noah Bowling, but it was off. Jackson from the side. He's off. He gets his own rebound. Several dry and empty possessions by both teams. That's off. McWilliams and Weeks. Not sure how they don't get McWilliams with the foul here. But McWilliams escapes without a foul. Coach says, yeah, let me get it. He's a little winded. Let's get him a refresh. Bowling gets it to J.J. Bowling. The brothers' connection. 16-point lead. Parker Jones gets it to go. That's a really tough shot. He made it look easy. All right. Got some folks from Tulsa, Oklahoma. Also, when you tell us where you're from, tell us who you're pulling for. We got P. Little Sister. I think that's Filbert Weeks' little sister from New York. So glad you're watching Big Brother play. Atlanta. Isaiah, the legend, where all the basketball prowess started. The older brother to the current Bowling brothers that were playing. Here we go. Dallas Smith. Some good pressure by the Stars. I think they're testing out a full court defense. Weeks comes up big with a rebound well away from the hoop. Noah Bowling makes a mistake and turns it over. Oh, great pass. Oh, my. I'm sure Drayvon Claiborne is going to clip that one out because that dime was nice. It helped that he scored. Parker Jones did what he was supposed to do on the receiving end. So it was a great assist by Claiborne. But the style points were 9 out of 10. The press doing its job, working Claiborne off from 3. That would have been a big hit. And they're going to get Avery Jackson. That's his 3rd foul. He's got 20 on the night. Bowling with the quick touch pass around the back to get it down. And Cortland Blake gives it up, gets it out to J.J. Bowling, and he scores. Dallas Smith with the steal. Bowling to Bowling. Dish down to the 3rd Bowling. There's 3 Bowlings on the floor right now. Cortland Blake going hard, triple fake. Gets it to go, 16-point lead. Yep, Noah Bowling's going to get the foul. Got his hand down in the cookie jar. Not really, but he did kind of motion forward. Rare miss. Avery Jackson. First half, he just could not miss. He's in good shape to get his double-double. Just needs 2 more rebounds. Oh, that looked good from Haddock. But it was not. Parker Jones, oh, nice ball movement. And that's how you pay it off. Avery Jackson. Big hit. He's got the last 4 points for the Stars. Oh, yep, it was out of bounds. Landed on the line. Good pressure from the Stars, and that's what they're going to need in this last 5 minutes to overcome the 12-point deficit. It was 16 points, so Stars on a 4-0 run, and they're going to get the ball out of this timeout. Stars for the win. We got some Oklahoma City University fans out there watching. Weeks for the win. Got a lot of Weeks fans out there, and I don't blame you. I'm a big fan. Phil Weeks has been a great contributor to the on-the-court play for this Lions team, but an even bigger presence as a human being on this campus. He's just such a great guy, so nice and accommodating and approachable. Got great social skills. Just a blast to be around, and he knows when to turn it on and off as a competitor. Great guy. Here come the Stars. Have a chance to add to this 4-0 run. Claiborne, goes in hard. And that's going to draw a foul from Cortland Blake, which is going to be his second foul. Claiborne has 2 points. Nope. Still 2 points. He's got more fouls than he does points. He's got a rebound, but 10 assists. And that's exactly what you want from the point guard. So Jackson has well above his average. Claiborne well below his average, but he's doing things to make up for it like that still. And Brandon Jackson, only 1 point today. Just missing that 3. So while Avery Jackson is overachieving, quite a few of the top 5 scorers for the Stars are underachieving. Yeah, Claiborne pushed Kinghorn out right there. Kinghorn with the first of 2. And that extends the lead to 12. The Stars were trending the right way. But SAGU, the defense has knuckled down. They're going to say that went off the Stars player. Now SAGU having to approach this full court press. It's a 2-1-2, or 2-2-1 actually. Kind of go into this diamond shape. Now they're going to call it off and come out of the zone. Actually, they're going into the 2-3 zone. Not a great idea with the strength of SAGU shooting, like Trace Bowling. I did not see. That was just Parker Jones and the referee down on the baseline. It looks as if they're saying 24. Parker Jones has got a technical foul, so it had to be something he said to the referee. Haddock gets the first of 2. And the second. And that will stay with possession will not change. Here comes Claiborne. McWilliams trying to set a pick. Claiborne goes in hard, left-handed. Gets the score. That's his 5th point. Triple teamed. And they let Alaric Hall off the hook. They called the foul. It did look like a tie-up. One and one coming to Alaric Hall. He gets the first, which will extend his opportunity for another. Larry Hall, the fantastic youngster and point guard for Coach Dill. You can see Coach Dill is putting a lot of faith into this young man to run this offense, and that's why. That stat line right there, 6 assists, 5 points. He's a multi-threat player, but his speed is phenomenal. Oh, that's going to not go and look good. Avery Jackson can just score very, very quickly. But with 3 minutes and 19 seconds left, even his scoring ability may not be enough to get the job done at this point. I think it's not totally out of reach at 18 points, but you got to hit every free throw. He just missed the first one. Everything's got to go right for the Stars, and you need several things, several possessions to go wrong for SAGU. Hall trying to go around his man. Nice dish. He gets another assist. That's 7 assists for Alaric Hall and 24 points for Blake. Blake tries to poke it away. Trace Bowling gets on the floor, knocks it away, but it goes to a Stars player. That's well off the mark. Saved by Cortland Blake. Trace Bowling from the corner. That's his second three-point make. Now SAGU beginning to run away with it. Still from Cortland Blake. Cortland Blake from the corner, no good. McWilliams gets the rebound. Williams has 4 rebounds for the game. Oh, right through McWilliams' hands. And a new group of players coming off the bench for Coach Delton Dill and this Lions squad. Todman, the senior, getting back on the court. He's had a start, his first start as a collegiate player. Todman to Haddock. Haddock, oh, in and out. And that one's off. Kinghorn with the rebound. That's his 5th rebound. Todman trying to do some dribbling work, but a little too much. It gets stolen. Here come the Stars. Nice left-handed layup. I think they're trying to get Todman on the score sheet. It's a jump ball. And a new 5 coming in for the last minute for the SAGU Lions. Whole new crew. Fancy bounce pass, but to the other team. And Dawkins gets his first points of the game on a breakaway. Dallas Smith with the poke away, stays with the Stars. Oh, just a little long for Rasmussen. And that is your ball game. SAGU 92, Oklahoma City 70. Not as close as I was expecting it to be. It was a very tough second half for the Stars. They just, instead of getting hot, went cold, and did not perform as well as they did in the first half, which I thought they played very well, and SAGU played well above their average, which was tough, but still I think Oklahoma City played right at their average or maybe slightly better. What a great program OCU has been to the Sooner Athletic Conference. They've been in there one of the longest standing teams, but an A-class program. They set the standard for the way it should be done in the NAIA. Very high achieving, and they're a perennial powerhouse. Maybe the record this year, not quite, you could say a rebuilding year, just a little bit down. Every team goes through that process, but they have been in more of the Final Fours in the new millennium than any other team in the Sooner Athletic Conference. I'm talking about national finals, the National Final Four. They have actually been in a lot of the final championship games as well. So they are not only stars in mascot name, but in the way they have delivered for the Sooner Athletic Conference, and just a very classy program. Always has high caliber players as athletes as well as in character. All right, we're going to throw it down to the court side with Jazz Williams. She's got player of the game, Tyler Kinghorn, the senior. Take it away, Jazz.
Thanks, John. Amazing game today, Tyler, with a season high of 20 points. What does it mean to be able to show out on senior night?
It means everything. My mom and dad are here, and I had a knee injury, and it was really hard last year, so it just feels good to come out here and playing for my family because they haven't seen me in like 2 years, so it was just very special to me.
Due to weather rescheduling, you'll be playing against John Brown on Monday. What must your team do to secure another tough conference win?
Just play hard. Like, they're a very system team, so we know that we have to, just scout the system, understand what they're going to do. They don't have great individual players, but they work great together. So, yeah, we're going to be locked in on that.
Congratulations, an amazing game today. Back to you, John.
Thanks, Jazz, and thanks, Mr. Kinghorn. So glad it went incredibly well for you. It does usually. You have great output. He's been such a high-caliber player for this Lions squad over the last couple years, and or 3 years, I guess now, as working through the injury of last year is a scary thing. A lot of times, those kind of injuries will put collegiate players out of commission for good. So not only just a great player, but a lot of courage to come back and face it, because you just know it's kind of always looming in the back of your mind. But he's not only faced it well and with courage, he just goes strong every time. Right there, you see it. Just puts forth 100% every time he touches the floor. And as Coach Dill said, he's been playing the best basketball of his career in the last 6 to 8 games. And it's showing, as he said, they're getting ready for postseason. They want to do some damage, although maybe not the best record that they've had. It's all about getting to postseason and being at your best in postseason. And it looks like the Lions are trending that way. Still 4 more conference games to go before the Sooner Athletic Conference tournament. They have a shot at hosting still. So just went out, and I think it's very, very possible they will be able to host first round of the Sooner Athletic Conference tournament. And then if they do well there, get maybe top 2 in that tournament, they get a chance to go to the national tournament again. So it's still a lot to go, a lot of games to be played, a lot of season left for the Lions. Congratulations to the women's squad as well. They post a win over a very tough Stars ladies team. Congratulations, Coach Sons and Lady Lions. All right, that's all we have from the Schaefer Center for now. We will be back on Monday with another feature presentation of Lions basketball. I've been your host. My name's John Cookman. But all of this that you've been seeing, all of the great graphics and the statistics, come from a great crew and production, crew assistants, students. About 90% of all of this is brought to you by student-led initiative. So take that. That is a lot. We got some great students here. This program is going places, as they say. Thank you for watching and being a part. We'll see you on Monday. You've been watching the SAGU Sports Network.
Wow.